Hello Internet! Today I'm going to go through a quick tutorial on Photopea, which is an online photo editor, and how you can create seamless patterns or digital papers with the program. Now most digital papers you see are a 12-inch by 12-inch seamless pattern. So we're going to go ahead and show you how you can create those right in here, which is a free product to use online. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold, but I wanted to get this one done so I can finish up a blog post for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and click on New Project. I'm going to go ahead and name this tile and since our paper is actually going to be, you want to set your DPI to 300 because you want your quality to be as high as possible. And I know that a paper in 300 DPI is going to be 3600 by 3600 pixels. So in this case, I'm just going to do a 900 by 900 square tile. And if you look, that's a 3-inch by 3-inch tile. Okay, go ahead and click Create, and you'll see your blank tile here. And you're going to want to go ahead and open up what you're going to be using. In this case, I'm going to use this pumpkin, and I'm going to go ahead and use, where is it? My little ghost friend here. And to get these inserted onto here, you're going to want to have to adjust your image size for both of these. And in this case, I know that I'm going to want to go about 2 inches by 2 inches. And that is 600 pixels. I know some people can't work in pixels, so I do the inches first. I pretty well know these. And you're going to do the same thing for this guy. And you can double check your inches here. That's one nice thing about the program. Click OK. And then you're going to want to get these tiles into your bigger tile. You're going to go over to your layer, right click, duplicate into, and then you're going to want to check on the tile for paper. We'll go ahead and do this for our little ghost too. Okay, and now when you go over to your tile, it'll be right in there. So one thing that I like to do is I like to drag these to the middle, and you'll see the crosshairs go once you get where it needs to be. And in this tutorial, I'm doing 2 different shapes, but I'll go through and show you what it looks like for just one shape as well in this video. You're going to want to offset one of your shapes so that you can fill these corners in. That's going to create the seamless effect. You can also fill the sides. It all depends on personal preference, and I'll show you a few different ways that we can achieve this. So to do your offset, you're going to want to go select what one you're going to want to offset. In this case, we're going to do the ghost. You're going to go to Filter, Other, Offset. You see here that we're in pixels. You're always going to want to do half of whatever your pixel shape is here. So we know it's a square 900 by 900. So half of that is going to be 450 and 450. Okay. What that's going to do is it's going to move this guy to the corners so that when you duplicate this tile, you won't have anything mismatched. Okay. Now you can do one of 2 things, and I like to do this. Now I'm happy with this. You go ahead and you merge it down. I'm going to go ahead and change the background color. You don't have to do this. And I'll show you why when I do just one. But there's what our pattern is going to look like. You can't really see it right now, but you will in just a minute. So go ahead and you're going to go over to Edit, and you're going to go Define New Pattern. That's going to put the pattern in your queue. Okay. Then you're going to want to go to File, New, and this is going to be our, we'll call it Halloween paper. And again, we know it's going to be 3600 by 3600 pixels. We want 300 DPI. Create. This part is really simple. it's going to take you longer to create your tile than it is to do this. You just double click on background, go to pattern overlay. See this right here where it has pattern? It should have your pattern loaded in. You're going to want to click on it, click OK. You're going to want to go over to the paint bucket tool, and you're just going to click, and it's going to fill the paper with your pattern. Check it out. Cute, huh? And you can see there's no hiccups here. So if you can imagine, our tile is about right there. Okay, so I'm going to go through this one more time. This time, instead of having the ghost, I'm going to delete this. So when you insert what you want in there, just click duplicate layer, okay? And you're going to do the same process. You're going to go to filter, other, offset, okay? And then you can actually just go to define new pattern, but I'm going to go ahead and get that background filled in real quick. Okay, and then you can go here, go back to your pattern overlay. You'll see the new pattern in here. Click OK. And there you go. There's your pumpkins. Now the other thing that you can do is you can duplicate it again, and you can change your offset so that you actually have 0 horizontal and 450 vertical, and that's going to just create another aspect of the paper. You'll have more pumpkins. I like the diagonal look, so you can see how this looks. You can go to define new pattern, and again go over here, click on the new pattern, and you can see how that's filled in. That looks weird to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to go to offset, and this time I'm going to do 450, 0, and I got my entire paper filled. And you're going to go to define new pattern, and then again it's the same process. Once you get that pattern created, you're in the clear. Obviously this is more filled up. Some people like this filled up look, and if that's the case, you're just going to want to add a few more layers in and offset so that you're filling in those empty shapes. So it's all about personal preference. You could do it this way, you could do it this way, you could do it this way. Doesn't really matter what you do, and you can do it with different things. So I can show you real quick how you can do it with the ghosts. So I'm going to duplicate that in so that you're kind of alternating, right? So you're going to want to, whoops, and I have my select button clicked. Put that in the middle. Okay. We're going to offset this twice, so we're going to duplicate it. Filter, other, offset, 0, 450. Okay. And then same thing, other, offset, 450, 0. Okay. And then we're going to go to edit, define new pattern. And again, whoops. You see how that looks? So just keep in mind, like when you're doing this, you can make sure you fill everything, but when you want to hit those corners, you have to offset it with that layer so that you get that seamless effect. And then when you're done, you just want to go to File, Export as JPEG, and you're just going to want to increase that quality to 100% and click Save, and it will download. And then you can double click and open it up. And you can see it's very high quality paper, and you can use this in Silhouette Studio or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like too. So I'm going to pause it so I can get the file situated real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how you can import these into Sil. If you click on this little folder in the bottom, you can actually take your paper and drag it in and drop it into this area, and it will actually put your pattern in to Silhouette Studio. And right now it's queued. You can't see it, the words really, but it's syncing. Okay, so it's synced. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like with the fill effect. And I'm going to turn my lines off. Actually, we'll do a thick. Then you're just going to want to go to patterns. There's a bunch of preset patterns in here. Also has the patterns that you load in. And you can click on your pattern and put it into whatever shape you want. You can change the transparency. You can change the angle. Not sure why you'd really want to do that, but I guess it matters. You can scale it up or down depending on what kind of look you're going for. And if you don't like the way some things are sitting, you can actually pan it. And I mean, this will go on forever because it's a seamless pattern. That's the cool thing about it. And you can do this with shapes. You can also do this with letters, which is actually really neat. And I'm just gonna make this really big. I'll do 10-point line. And you're just gonna go back to that fill and you can scale it down and you can pan it so it sits however you want. And this is really cool for like print and cut. If you're looking for a particular style of paper or whatever. And you can make some really cool banners this way. I don't know. I just really like it. You can create some really cool print and cut stuff. And yeah, so hopefully you got something out of this. Again, Photopea is really a great and powerful tool that you can use that's free online. I am going to make a step-by-step in text form on my blog, but if you do like this video, please subscribe below. I'll be making these pretty regularly because I enjoy it, and I like to teach people how to do things for free where they can profit and make some money in their spare time. I also have a Facebook group where I post all these updates, and you can see that link in the blog post. So again, feel free to give me a follow. If you have any questions or you're having trouble with any of the steps or whatever, let me know. And we'll go from there. I hope everybody has a great night.